Every year I tell myself I'm not going to get any more peppers. And then I'm like, okay, like maybe one more. And then maybe, oh yeah, I need this or that. And then I end up with a ton. So right now I'm going to attempt to show you all of the peppers I have in under a minute and why I'm growing each of them. This is an Anaheim chili pepper. It's making these really long chilies. And I'm growing this one because I want to dry them and make powders. Speaking of pow pow, we're going to go back to the day. And pepper that almost got wiped out by the old Taliban, the Aleppo. This is supposed to make some really bougie fresh red pepper flakes. I can't wait. Peppers are also supposed to be about as big as your hand. You can stuff them. So this little guy right here is the Cubanelle, and this is the only one in the whole batch that doesn't have any peppers on. This is a newbie that's completely loaded. It's the Santa Fe Grande. They're all sort of a pale yellow right now. Can't wait to try those in some salsa. Speaking of some Mexican cooking, a pepper that I have been wanting forever is the Pasilla. This right here goes in a lot of traditional Mexican recipes, mole, birria, all the good stuff. Got my own supply. Another classic pepper, kind of like the Anaheims, is the tree chili here. Another great one for grinding up, or sort of just a basic filler for some hot sauce. Can't have a pepper garden without some old jalapenos. Mommy loves green hot sauce, and Daddy's got a recipe. So hit that sub button if you want to learn that later on. When this thing gets loaded up, we'll mix them together. These are little snackable reds. This was like a total impulse buy, but I figured they could be maybe some filler to mild out some of the hotter peppers. Speaking of hotter peppers, I'm going to kick it right now to the most exotic one in the garden. I picked this up at the Pinellas Park Pepper Fest this year. It's a purple jigsaw gator. I don't know. Google it. Over here, we got a couple datils. Datils are one of my favorite peppers. So I got a ton of them going. I actually think this one might have hybrided with the Tabasco. Tabasco pepper plant I've had since 2023. It survived Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton. Literally went down the road in the pot it was in. And it bounced back, and I found it like a few weeks after I'd moved. So this is like 4 months after the storm into the winter, and it was starting to turn green. I was like, I got to bring it back. That, along with the mother to these dattles, who's no longer with us. She got all sick with some bugs and stuff. But check out this Tabasco plant. It's almost as tall as I am. My son argues the pot gives it a little bit of height, but the roots go down there too. Do roots not count? Let me know down in the comments below, but I'm about 6'3". This thing's just about as tall as I am. Another plant from last year, got my habaneros. This thing is loaded up, but man, I'll tell you, those little aphids, or whatever you want to call them, those little white bugs, they love this plant. So I kind of keep it over here away from everyone else. Another datil plant. This is a plant that was a rogue seed and some seeds I bought off Amazon. The Aji Amarillo. It is a Peruvian pepper. It's freaking awesome. I'm going to be making some aji verde sauce with this. So hit that sub button. What I do with most of these peppers is I make hot sauces. I ferment them, age them. They come out absolutely amazing, and they're shelf stable forever. I just opened up a bottle that was like 1.5 years old, and it's still good. Well, we didn't quite make it in a minute, but oh well, y'all got to meet everyone. If you like growing peppers, make sure you hit that sub button, ding the notification bell so you don't miss a single pepper video. Also, let me know down in the comments what y'all are growing and any tips or anything or questions you might have about my pepper garden. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.